with Uncommon Methods, your sacred space for intuitive insight, soulful reflection, and mystical guidance. I'm your guide, Jill Marie. I'm an intuitive storyteller, soul listener, and keeper of the uncommon. Now, each week I tune in and pull from a unique combination of oracle and tarot decks. I'm looking for our messages from our inner and our outer world. This week I'm working with Herbal Astrology by Adriana Ayales, Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron-Reid, and Love Oracle by Toni Carmine Salerno. I'm looking for messages for our highest good. You know, sometimes the universe has its own plans, but tarot wanted to take a step back this week, reminding me that every message needs us to, it's just going to come through, it doesn't have to always be tarot. It doesn't have to be normal, traditional spreads. But the oracles will carry the insight we're meant to receive. We'll get the message. So whether you're here for clarity, comfort, or cosmic connection, trust that you're exactly where you need to be. So if you're new here, we always ground together before we begin. So make yourself comfortable, inhale deeply, and hold, and exhale. Each deep inhale brings a golden glowing light into every cell in our body. Each exhale releases all that no longer serves our highest good. Feel yourself arriving here. You're safe. You're supported. Another deep inhale and a deep release. Feel the release. Feel it. Allow the stale, stuck, and negative energy to leave your body. Know that this is a safe space. There's no judgment. The only rule is to allow your mind to dream and believe in the magic within you. Another deep inhale and release. So I've already cleansed and cleared all these decks. This is the Herbal Astrology, this is the Seven Oracles, and this is the Seven Energies. And then this is the Love Oracle that you can't see off camera. But it's just laying over there. So I've also got a beautiful, beautiful multicolored heart palm stone, which I thought was kind of fitting to bring in with our Love Oracle. So, you know, I already cleansed and cleared all the decks. And now I'm asking Mother Nature, spirit guides, guardian angels, animal allies, totems, and ancestors from beyond. I humbly ask you to cover us in a beautiful glowing light and connect us to the universal truth. Ground us in her knowledge. Help us see the truth. Let us hear the wisdom that whispers, even when the world shouts. Now, usually I have crystals or some other type of totem here, but when I was meditating, I brought in, I've got some dried violet, some agrimony, and then I also have some mulberry leaf. So violet carries basically the essence of peace and protection. And it also is really good for spiritual connection. So of course we need that when we're doing a reading. But it soothes our heart, right? And it invites in gentleness into our spirit. And I kind of feel like we all need that right now. Definitely. But yeah. So agrimony, it's really been around for a long time. And people use that for release and transformation. It basically helps us release whatever doesn't need with us, you know, and transmute that energy, get rid of the heavy stuff, and it transmutes it into wisdom. And the mulberry is connected to renewal. Kind of looks like basil. But, so it's good for balance and cycles of life, really. This is what it's going to remind us of today, okay? There's a natural unfolding of our journey. All of these things together create, they just give us basically an undercurrent so that we can evolve. we can get in alignment with today's reading. So I almost forgot. I got some violet essential oil. And I anointed myself and well as everything else here with that as well. And that's good for opening the crown and the heart, okay? It deepens our connection to spirit. And believe it or not, it basically gives us a hug so that we're calm. Helps our aura change. But so these plant allies, they're here to hold a container of light for our oracle reading today, which I thought was kind of fitting because here we are with the Herbal Astrology deck that we're using. And this deck, it's amazing. Beautiful cards. It's got plants, ties us to plants, planets. It's kind of amazing. But that's what we're going to start with. So I thought I would show you the box because it says you are the medicine. And we all are the medicine in our own stories. So that is the Herbal Astrology. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. And again, very, very beautiful cards. Look at the coloring, the light, the sparkle. Amazing, amazing. And that's that book. Another beautiful box to carry them in. I got a thing for cards, I don't know if you haven't noticed. I have a lot of them. And then finally we have the Love Oracle. This has just got some different sayings. But all of them are now covered in our energy so that we can have the best reading today. So let's get started. So this deck basically, it opens our door to the Earth's energy. It guides us and it helps us align with the plants and the planets. And all of those things support our soul's path. When I was meditating, which I always do. Okay, hold on. I'm having a hard time. I open up my eyes. If I keep my eyes closed, I can. But we're looking for the theme. Where do we need grounding? Where can our natural rhythm be restored? What wisdom from the earth is calling us back into balance? It's kind of fitting because we are in Libra season right now, which of course is the scales, if anybody doesn't know. And I just realized that. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so what do we need to know? Reishi Retreat, number 27. So there's a lot of symbols on these cards. You've got all of the symbols of, it looks like mushrooms. There's a bear. I'm assuming that there's going to be some writing. Yeah, this is Jupiter. That's the sun. Interesting. So let's see what that has to tell us. So it is Ganoderma lucidum, Ganoderma appelantum. So it means retreat, recovery, meditation, hibernation, spiritual contemplation, replenishment of spirit. I don't know if my camera's up high enough for you to really see that. There we go. The astrological ruler is Jupiter and the sun, so I was right about that. Now this is called Lingzhu in Chinese. Reishi represents immortality and is considered the herb of spiritual potency. It means success, well-being, divine power, and longevity. It's said to have been discovered in 396 BC in the Shanghai Mountains of China by Taoist monks. It is one of the oldest mushrooms used in medicine. and it's powerful. It becomes a Shin tonic, a category of medicines that nourishes the spirit. In China's oldest Materia Medica, the herbal classic, written around 200 CE, reishi held first place above ginseng. The text says reishi helps stabilize qi, or ji, or qi, which is the energy in the head, and assists in mental activities. It tonifies the spleen, increases wisdom, and improves memory. Long-term consumption will lighten the body, increase vitality, and delay aging for years. It says the borderline miraculous properties are being researched, verifying ancient knowledge, including how the mushroom profoundly relaxes the nervous system, calms the mind, and induces a state of relaxed focus. Wow. I think we all need a little bit of that. Some of those people that are online all the time throwing hate. Let's have them get some calm, right? But really, it's for a spiritual experience. It unlocks one in meditation. So recent studies have also demonstrated measurable life-extending properties. It powerfully influences our main spiritual centers, the endocrine system, nervous and hormonal systems. Wow. So it's ruled by Jupiter, which is the guru of planets, the one that dictates how we derive wisdom and access to the mysteries of life. Jupiter has a vast quantity of spirit-enhancing herbs that are often used in meditation and to induce altered states of meditation, like reishi. Wow. So the guidance is you're supposed to pause and reflect. And I'll be honest with you, the energy in the room is very relaxed, very calm. And I believe that I am not to pull another card. That is the medicine. We're going into fall. It's just that's the other thing. We hit fall, we hit Libra. So all of this message is pulling in to the energy in the world. We've got the Libra balance. This is telling us to stay calm, retreat, hibernate. Hibernate like the bear. I almost feel like this is our heart, and our hearts need to hibernate. Our hearts need to go into retreat. We need to go in, have a little respite, get away from the hustle and the craziness of the world that's happening right now. A lot of hate being thrown around, a lot of violence. So let's go into ourselves. Let's get some medicine. Heal our hearts, heal our souls. Okay. So the Oracle of the Seven Energies. This basically offers a map of the energetic layers within us. And any message that we get today, we're basically inviting it in, you know what I mean? We want the energy, we want the shifts, we want the stuff that's going to change beneath the surface. So we're asking today, where are we being asked to soften? Where do we need to release some resistance? Can we open to some flow? So these cards are going to help us see the bigger picture. There's an energetic picture out there that we're missing, and we need it for our own soul's journeys. Ooh. Waking the Lion. That's the energy, one of the energies that we're going to focus on. And I'm feeling the need to pull one more card. Oh boy. Into Me I See. It's number 8. I love it. Infinity. Bringing in a little bit of numerology goodness. What do we see here with the Waking Lion? It's kind of nice. We just got out of Leo season last month, August. But I almost feel like Leo season goes on. It's just so intensely powerful that I feel like once it starts, which is right around the end of July, it keeps me going through February. Or maybe I've just gotten such a good dose of it. I don't know. But the key concepts are boldness, the courage to move forward even without knowing the way. And you face that which is difficult or painful. The audacity to step into the unknown. How dare you? But regardless of outer conditions, it says right now you can't wait for fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. Nothing is promised you, but you will never truly see magic if you don't take that risk. Come to the edge of certainty in your life and leap into the unknown. You have no guarantee of immediate success. Still, you must summon your bravery in the face of possible pain, failure, or even success, and own your power. The act of making this leap, no matter the final outcome, awakens the lion within you. So I kind of feel like that's what it's talking about with the energy, you know what I mean, with August coming around every year. If something's happened and, you know, put me in a down state, once August comes, I'm right back up. I've got the energy to make it through the end of the year. I'm excited. Okay, fall's here. Let's decorate. Thanksgiving's coming. Let's, you know, plan meals with the family. Christmas is coming. Let's buy gifts for grandkids, you know, have some fun. Gather together. And you get the energy to it. It's like you are supposed to be hibernating, but you get enough energy almost to spend the time you need with your family. Spend the time you need going within to, you know, love yourself. Rest, recovery. So what type of courage is called for today? Only you know. And only you have the power to choose your path. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So that's what it says in the book. What I'm feeling is go for it. Be bold. Take a bit of time to think about what it is your goal is. What's your end goal? You know, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, even a year, even a couple weeks? You know, if you're not liking your situation right now, what can you do to improve it? Are you in a relationship that's not really supporting you, not encouraging you? Has that person always got your back? Or are they too busy going through their own stuff that they can't help you? Or they choose not to. You know, you got to put yourself in a position where you have support, whether it's family, friends, strangers, you know what I mean? You develop your own family. And sometimes you got to retreat and hibernate to figure out, okay, what is it? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What's going to help me to reach my goals? So in these books, there's 7 different energies. And this one is actually in the second energy. But into me, I see. I don't know, that sounds like intimacy, right? Trust in another. Dropping shields and rigid boundaries to allow connection, the willingness to be vulnerable. At certain precious moments, you're called into a deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. A magical affinity arises with the kind of intimacy that, in turn, encourages a greater understanding of yourself. The relationship acts as a mirror, helping you see your own patterns. What it reflects about you can further your own personal evolution. Now is the time to take a risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change or heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more about another. Even if you cannot possibly know what it's truly like to be in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. This concept applies beyond romantic connection. What do the dynamics in your closest friendships, work relationships, family, what do they say about you? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing. When predicated on honesty and caring, they have a great impact on how you contribute to the world. Intimate relationships hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more treasures than you might ever expect. You can look into it, take a risk, and see everything is beautiful, even in its imperfection. Imagine how deep you can go. That's kind of fitting, right? Being bold, being intimate, going within. Love, love, love. So, the Love Oracle. Of course, this reminds us that no matter what, love is always the anchor. And these messages, these are about how we connect with ourselves, with others, with spirit. I opened up my eyes again. I gotta keep my eyes closed. I don't know why. But it may point us to healing relationships or honoring a boundary. Remember that we're worthy of love from ourselves, from others. But this is the heart wisdom word you asked to carry this week, okay? So let's see what we've got. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So embrace each other. Whoever's in your life, embrace them. Those are the messages for today. Be bold. Go within and figure out where it is you want to go, and then be bold and take the step. Jump out there. Be intimate with yourself and with others. Embrace each other. Embrace yourself. Embrace your fears. Embrace your dreams. Do it all with love. So, I hope today's messages bring you some type of insight, maybe a little bit of peace, or a gentle nudge that your soul needs. And if you felt connected to the messages today, please like and subscribe. Share it with someone. But thank you for joining me for another Tarot Tuesday. Keep listening to your soul. It always knows. And remember, the methods may be uncommon, but your magic is all your own. Stay open, stay grounded, and most of all, stay uncommon. Till next week, take care of yourselves.